Yeah, I'm Dawn Neary and I'm the Retail Service Manager at East Lancashire Hospice.
And I'm Christine Spooner, I'm the Accrington Shop Manager for East Lancashire Hospice.
So could you explain about the Mannequin Challenge and why you wanted to take it on?
Basically, earlier in the week we had some really good news, which was that we'd been rated outstanding by the CQC when they did their last inspection, and somebody had the wise idea after seeing what's going on Facebook and the internet and after the England footballers of doing the Mannequin Challenge, and it'd be a really good way of getting the shops involved in something as well. So we chose two shops. So we chose our Accrington shop and our Clitheroe shop, asked lots of our fantastic volunteers to come in and ask them to be part of Mannequin Challenge. And it's quite hard to explain to someone over a text message or a phone call what is a mannequin. We want you to give up an hour of your morning and come and stand in a window. So it's quite difficult, but they really rose to the challenge, and we had about 12 volunteers in Accrington shop who came to do it, and they had an absolute ball. They loved it, really enjoyed it.
And I'd say as well, it's a really good way of getting it on social media and getting people watching and getting involved with the hospice as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was really good, and it's something a little bit different, and it was nice to get the volunteers involved in it as well, and something that they wouldn't normally do. And we had one lady there who's 88, and she was probably the best mannequin you've ever seen.
She was fabulous.
She was really good, and it's all these things that come out of volunteering from us and all the different things, because I'm sure she never ever in her wildest dreams thought that 88 years old should be a mannequin.
Was she the lady in the window?
No, she was the lady hanging the handbags up.
Because the lady in the window, I thought she was brilliant as well.
Dot is absolutely brilliant.
She probably had the hardest job, because it was like Tuesday morning and people were just walking past, and I say if we'd have had a camera the other way, there were like people like going, what's going on in there, and customers like opening the door and then just like going,
We'll come back in a bit.
what for coming to?
And like you say, it's such a brilliant way of like getting the message out about the hospice as well, because people, you might necessarily not think they'd want to come into the hospice, but they are loving those videos, aren't they?
Absolutely, and it's a really good way as well that people, when they shop and buy something in one of our shops, it really does, every penny comes back to the hospice to help patient care. And so if you come into a shop and you buy a top for £2.50, that helps somebody be able to be cared for in the hospice when they need it most, and not just for them but for their family as well, and that they're making the most of the time that they have left as well.
And on the videos it showed the wide range of volunteers from young to old as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, isn't it, with volunteers, that
you get a wide range of ages, but they all do it for the same reason. They all do it because they want to make a difference, and it's good that they actually come in week after week, give the time for nothing, but have so much fun doing it while they're there.
And it's nice to see that they met friendships as well, that they meet for coffee before they start the shift, or they realise they've never met another volunteer before, but then they get chatting and they realise that actually they've got loads of friends in common, and they know a lot of the same people, and that's all because they're doing something for the hospice and for the common cause, really. So it's really nice to see, and it's lovely to see them doing it whilst they're having a bit of fun as well.
And do you think it'll go viral?
What's going viral?
Well,
hopefully.
Thousands of people.
Hopefully, as many people as possible see it, and then we can get the message out that, about the hospice, and people are more aware of what the hospice actually does, and they get right. Sorry, my voice is going.
And it kind of shows it in more of a fun light as well, doesn't it?
And it's nice to see that fun side of it, because, it can be a very sad place, but on the whole, the hospice is a really happy place. And, I remember when I first came to work here, and people were saying, what are you going to work in a hospice for? It'll be really dreary and miserable. And it just couldn't be further from the truth. And it's really nice to see that volunteers are having fun whilst raising money to make that happen. And we couldn't do what we do without our volunteers. They're brilliant, they really are.
Oh, definitely. I definitely couldn't do my job without, the amount of volunteers that we've got. I think we've got 20 21 or 22 in Accrington, you know, and they all come in every week and they all do their shifts, and it's amazing the dedication that they actually give, you know, it's unbelievable. They're such wonderful people, aren't they,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's just nice to see as well, it really is. You know, the Mannequin Challenge was something I just thought, what on earth is that about? Because I'd seen it on the England football, but then the night before I spent ages like looking online looking for people doing it. It's just so funny. It's just like, what are you doing?
It was really funny doing it though, wasn't it?
And it's much, my learning from this week is it's hard to be a mannequin.
To stand in one place. Because me and you, the jobs we do, we never stand in one place anyway, we're always busy. So it's like having to force yourself to stand still, and I'm there going thinking, that needs doing and that needs doing.
But it's really hard to stand still. It's not the easiest thing in the world at all. It's really difficult.
How do those mannequins do
I know,
it?
how do they do that?